Hey my friends, there are two crucial things you need to know about these rock speakers before you spend your money on it. I'm going to talk about those two things in just a second, but first, let's go over some of the features and what it's like to actually use these. I'm also going to cover the most common questions on Amazon around battery life and sound quality. So these are a rock style outdoor waterproof speaker, and honestly, when I first got them, I was very surprised at how they looked. I think they look really fantastic for what they are. Of course, they don't look like a real rock, but they do blend in really well. We have them placed strategically throughout our yard and on our deck. And people never notice them, and then finally when they figure out where the music's coming from, they're shocked. So I've loved having these on our deck and around our yard. Let's talk about the features. So first off, big bonus is you have a solar panel on the top that recharges the batteries automatically as the sun is out. We put these in shaded spots on our patio and they still charge from this solar panel. And the waterproof on them has worked really well. Also on the top here, you can see you've got some water drainage off of the solar panel. We do clean these solar panels every once in a while just to make sure we're getting as much energy as we possibly can into these speakers so that we don't have to charge them. But if we do end up having to charge them, which is very rare, mostly only in the places that are shadowed, and if we've had like a long weekend with people over and we're spending a lot of time outside running the music or watching an outdoor movie. If you do need to recharge them, there is a simple recharge port right back here. This is a waterproof door right here, so it's a nice thick rubber waterproof, seals really nicely. So as weather happens, as it's of course it's going to, no water's gonna get into there and ruin the speaker. They've held up really well. They're a USB-C port, and honestly, if I plug these into the wall from a dead battery, they're really only gonna take about 45 minutes to charge, and then I can put them back into their place and they're ready to go for hours and hours of listening time. I really actually don't know how many hours they last on a single wall charge, because you also have this solar panel that's constantly renewing the battery over and over again. So I really love that. They've sealed them up really nicely in all places, so you can see all this rubber sealant on the bottom that protects the encasing underneath there. The screen here, I'm assuming the speaker inside of here is waterproof, but even moisture doesn't get into this very often. I would strategically place these though in places that they're not going to get a direct shot from a sprinkler or something like that into the speaker. That's the only thing I would be aware of. I haven't had that happen, but I could assume that could possibly be trouble. Now, as far as controls on the back here, you have a few different buttons, and of course these are all waterproof buttons as well, but you have the power button right here, and in order to turn it on, you just hold that down for a couple seconds, and then the speaker turns on. Battery full. It's going to indicate right here that the power is on. You also have your Bluetooth connection button right here. So in order to connect that to Bluetooth, all you're gonna have to do is hold that down for a couple seconds. This one's already paired. I'm not gonna do it on screen because it's already paired and I already have them set up the way that I wanna set up, and I don't wanna mess that up. But if you were to pair that, you would just hold that down, and then it shows up on your phone as rock speaker, and you connect that to your Bluetooth. And then you also have the network button right here. This is the coolest feature of these speakers because you can add as many speakers to this system as you want to, and they will all play simultaneously within reason of distance of each other. So I think if I were to estimate, it's about 20 to 25 feet apart from each other that they need to be to maintain that connection, because it is still just a signal coming off of these rocks and being received by these rocks. But in order to do that, so here's the cool thing. The setup is so easy. So what happens is, if you're doing a network, you just turn the first rock on when you first get them, connect it to your Bluetooth before you turn any of the other rocks on. Once you have that connected, any speaker that you turn on is going to automatically connect to that primary speaker that you connected your phone to. And just make sure that that speaker that is your primary speaker is going to be close to your phone or within Bluetooth range. You know how Bluetooth works. So it's a, 10, 15, 20 feet probably max if there's no walls or things between it. But once you turn every speaker on after that, it's going to automatically connect to the primary speaker and they are in sync. Now, if for any reason they disconnect from each other or they don't connect properly, all you have to do is hold that button, that network button down for 5 seconds, and it's gonna automatically find the primary speaker and connect to it. The sound, first off, the sync is flawless. They do play flawlessly, which would be essential. It'd be a real problem if they weren't playing at the exact same sync, but they do, and it sounds really good. I was actually pleasantly surprised at the range of the sound of these speakers. They have a good bass, they have a good treble. I can't play any music on this video because Amazon won't let me publish it if it has music in it, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. The sound is awesome. We have these rocks, we have 2 of them on our deck, and then we have 2 of them out in our backyard. So we'll do outdoor movies as well. So we've connected them to our Bluetooth projector, and so the sound is coming through 2 of the speakers on the deck. Sounds fantastic. The volume is amazing, especially when you start getting a few speakers strategically placed throughout the area that you're wanting to play your sound. And we've absolutely loved having these speakers. I highly, highly recommend them. They're incognito, they sound fantastic. The different charging options with the solar panel is a huge sell for me. So my friends, I hope this video has been helpful in deciding whether or not these rock speakers are right for you. As you can see, I have both of them here. They are identical. I hope this video has been helpful in deciding whether these are right for you. And if you grab them, your family enjoys them as much as we have. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, everybody.